Just kidding. Anyways, on a serious note. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've never been here before, welcome to my channel. My name is Kara. Feel free to check out old videos or stay tuned for this one. So this video today is going to be all about breastfeeding must-have items. So when I found out I was pregnant, I first decided that I was gonna breastfeed just because that was my personal choice. The most important thing is that your baby is fed and happy and loved. So let's get right into the items that really helped me on my breastfeeding journey. So the first thing I want to show you, I've talked about these before in one of my other videos. They are the Babybliss reusable breast pads. So I love these because first of all, they're reusable, so you're not creating so much waste for the environment, but also it's a one-time purchase and then you can continue to reuse them, so it saves you money in the long run. They are also super absorbent. When I had disposable ones, I noticed I had to change my breast pads all the time. These ones, you don't. I can go all day without changing them. Even in the beginning when my body was trying to figure out how much milk to produce for my baby and I leaked a lot, these were awesome because I didn't have any leak through my shirts or anything like that. So I would definitely recommend these, and they come with a really cool little zip up bag. That's also in my other video. I can link that down below. So these I would definitely recommend 10 out of 10, and you can find them on Amazon, and they come with 7, and there's 2 different sizes for them, and they're like, I think they're $12 for 7. So, I mean, super awesome. The next thing that I want to talk about, I will recommend this to everybody, is a Haakaa. This thing I use more than my manual breast pump or my actual breast pump, which we'll get into in a little bit. This thing catches so much milk, and it's perfect for when you're nursing your baby on one side to put it on your other side. This, if you put this on, this catches your foremilk, and then you can put your baby on your breast after having this on, and then they get more hind milk. And then it also can kind of stimulate your body to produce more milk if you're struggling. This I use to catch most of the milk that I store than anything else because it's the easiest thing. It's convenient. You just put it on and then you just let your baby nurse. I mean, the only downside is it's hard to use while your baby isn't nursing on the other side. Next thing, another thing I would recommend is getting some storage bottles for the fridge. I only have 2 of them. You don't need that many, but they're awesome to have. Or like if your baby's at daycare, this happened to me, runs out of milk because they eat a lot, and then you don't have any, like, you don't want to use a storage bag that you're intending to freeze, so you just bring them milk in these. They are perfect for that. Next thing that you might need, well, actually, next thing you will definitely need, especially if you're going to bottle feed along with breastfeeding, or if you need to store milk for any reason, it is great to have little storage bags. So I use these ones. I mean, you can get any kind of storage bag, whatever works for you, but I would highly recommend getting these because these are super convenient for freezing your milk, to store for a day that you might need a babysitter, for if you send your child to daycare, or if you have an oversupply and you plan to donate your milk, because I know that's something you can do, and it's awesome if you're able to do that. These are awesome to put your breast milk in and then freeze it, and then you can use it however you want. And I recommend, learning from experience, if you freeze them flat like this in the freezer, it doesn't take up as much space in your freezer as if you freeze them standing up and then all your milk's down here and it's fatter. So just a fun fact. Next thing, bottles. I know a lot of the times with breastfeeding, there are people that choose to either exclusively breastfeed. That is awesome. If that's something that you're not realistically able to do because of work reasons, or you just want to be able to have your baby take a bottle for if you ever want to get a babysitter and whatnot. So I know for me, I was really worried about nipple confusion for my baby if I were to give him a bottle. Nipple confusion is them not being able to adapt between your breast and your bottle, and usually, or it can turn into nipple refusal. So they can either refuse the bottle or they can refuse your breast. Usually if you're breastfeeding, if you don't introduce the bottle soon enough, between 2 and 3 months, they will refuse a bottle and you will be stuck breastfeeding your entire journey of breastfeeding, which if that's what you want, that is totally fine. If not, you might want to start introducing your bottle at 2 to 3 months. One bottle that I used in the very beginning to help ensure that my child didn't have any nipple confusion is what's called the Haberman feeder. I know this looks kind of like a funny bottle. You wouldn't imagine a baby bottle looking like this. That's exactly what I thought when I first used this and when I first saw this, and I was like, how the heck am I supposed to use this? This is actually really easy to use. I would really recommend it because the cool thing about this bottle is, let's see if you can see it. There are these little notches on the nipple part, and this actually shows you how fast or how hard the flow is of the milk coming out. So you can mimic how fast the milk will come out from your breast, because the fact of the matter is it's harder for the babies to suck out breast milk out of your breast versus in a bottle, and so this one really helps mimic that, so it's the most similar to it. The biggest line means that's the easiest flow, and then it gets harder and harder with each notch that's smaller. It's really easy to use, and I used this the first, I think it was like the first month and a half when I was first introducing a bottle to him. He's over here playing and he's having a good time. So, but this one I loved. But then once I had him on that one for about a month and a half or two, I switched to the Avent bottles. Honestly, I only have 3 bottles because he only uses a bottle when he's being babysat, or if Connor, his dad, really wants to feed him. That's about the only time that he really uses a bottle. So, I mean, the reality of it too is, like, breastfed babies, you don't really need that many bottles unless you're choosing to exclusively pump. And unless you're only going to exclusively pump, then you might need some more bottles. But if you're doing kind of both, but you mainly want to stick to breastfeeding, you really don't need that many bottles. The last thing I want to talk, or the second to last thing I want to talk to you about, is a pump. So you can get a big electrical pump to pump your breast milk. I really honestly have only ever used this before when I'm at work and I need to pump as fast as I can. That is the only time I really use a big electric one. Fun fact, you can find really nice, decent breast pumps at garage sales, baby sales, at secondhand stores and whatnot, so you don't have to spend $200-300 on the top of the line breast pump if you don't want to. I also know that a lot of insurances now cover your purchase of a breast pump, so that's pretty cool. The other thing I want to talk to you about is a manual pump, which I don't have mine with me, it's in the washer, but I'll put a picture up. So a manual pump I would recommend, easiest thing to use, and I get the most milk out of if I'm not using my Haakaa. So it's perfect for if you are trying to pump and you don't have your baby nursing at the same time. And it's perfect for like if you're stuck in the car and you need to pump a bottle really fast for them. Stick it on your boob, pump, put the bottle in their mouth. I don't have to deal with all of the electrical wiring and all that stuff and being stuck somewhere. And I know there's like wireless electrical pumps. I've never used one, so if you've ever used an electrical wireless pump, feel free to comment down below your experience with it and what you love or may not love about a wireless electrical pump. That is it for my video, guys. I will see you next time. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what other videos you guys want to see. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.